I am so excited to share these recipes with you today, starting with number 1. And just a reminder, you can use any pasta that you like. But we're going to use pasta, a little bit of basil, maybe like 5 to 6 leaves, a lemon, an onion, and 2 packs of cherry tomatoes. I like the cherry tomatoes for this recipe because if you guys have done the ultra famous TikTok pasta recipe, it kind of does the same thing. Those tomatoes blister up in your oven and it's delicious, but I'm not using any form of plant-based cheese. Instead, I'm using an onion and a lemon to kind of get that same kind of dish going. So in a glass dish, not even sprayed with any cooking oil or anything. I'm not using any oil with these recipes. You're going to drop in your onion and your tomatoes, and you can use 1 pack of tomatoes if you'd like. I like using 2 because I like lots of tomatoes. So I'm actually only using a package and a half because the other half of that package I'm going to snack on while I'm making this dish. You always have to have a snack, always. And generously salt these. This is something that Rachel Ray was saying. I just watched her the other day and picked up a lot of tips, but generously salt this when it goes into the oven. And then you're going to squeeze half of your lemon on this to bake with it, and then you're going to cut your lemon into 4 and put it into your pan and roast the lemon with the vegetables. That's just going to add a lot of flavor. The oil from the lemon is going to kind of bleed into your veggies and you're going to get a lot more flavor, and then you're going to remove it at the end. So if you don't like a really strong lemon taste, you don't have to do this, but with the salt and lemon, you're just going to get a big punch of flavor. So you're going to pop this into your oven once you mix it around at 450 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. If your oven does bake a little bit slower, you might have to leave it in there for about a half hour. This was perfect for me in about 15 minutes. Once your veggies come out of the oven, they are boiling hot. You're going to mix them up a little bit, take out the lemon rinds. You're going to pull those out, and then you're going to pour your pasta in, mix it around real good, squeeze in your other half of the lemon, put in your basil, mix it around, and I would actually let this sit for a few minutes before serving just because it's really, really hot. But you're just going to serve it up into however many portions you'd like. I actually end up only using about half the bag of pasta for this. If I were to make this recipe again, I would probably use a larger pan of veggies so that way I could add more pasta. But this ended up being about 2 servings for us. This next recipe has a little bit of spice. I could not do a recipe video with some kind of spice added in, so you're going to use, again, any kind of pasta you'd like. This I will actually link below from the website if I can find it. I've been sharing this over on Instagram. It's really, really good. If you don't have this, I'll add a substitution down in the description box below, and you're going to need a head of cauliflower, and I also forgot to pull out the nutritional yeast, but you're going to need about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast as well. If you don't like spicy, you could always substitute for a barbecue. That would be really good, but you're going to chop and then wash your cauliflower. Let me know in the comments below if you guys do that. I like to chop it and then wash it so I feel like it's nice and clean. And then you're going to add your sauce to your cauliflower once it's on a pan. You can put a liner on the pan if you'd like to. My pans never get all messed up. They scrub off really well. They have some kind of non-stick liner on them, so I never use foil or even like a cooking sheet anymore. I just kind of let it be. I did add a little bit of water to that barbecue sauce. It's like a mustard based barbecue sauce. It's a little bit spicy because it was down to the bottom, and it was just a really good way to kind of get the rest of it. So you're just going to mix it all up with your hands, pop it in your oven, 450. This was done in about 15 to 20 minutes for me. Again, if your oven bakes a little bit slower, you're going to leave it in there a little bit longer or roast it to how you like it. Once your pasta is all cooked, you should be able to time these so that way your cauliflower is coming out of the oven when you're draining your pasta, so everything stays nice and hot. You're going to add your cauliflower to the pasta. I also decided to add some like knockoff Frank's, like an off-brand of Frank's hot sauce to this, just because my husband and I really like spicy cauliflower. And then I added the nutritional yeast, and that was it. If you like a heavier sauce, you could add something else. This is a very lightly dressed pasta, as you'll see all the recipes that I'm sharing with you guys today. I thought it'd be just different than just having a traditional red or white sauce, and something that would be a little bit more summer friendly, because a lot of times like pasta can be really light and flavorful without being super heavy. This next recipe is a roasted red pepper and roasted onion pasta dish with just a little bit of a lemon as a dressing or a sauce, and it's so delicious. Again, I was trying to think outside the box and think of something that was lighter that would be great for summer, that you could eat hot or you could even eat cold. I will leave all the recipes down in the description box below for all of the recipes that I'm sharing today, but they're very simple to put together. There's really no recipe, but in case you wanted just to kind of have a general layout so you could screenshot it or write it down, so that way you can make it, and hopefully you'll tag me over on Instagram once you make any of the recipes that I'm sharing with you today, because I love seeing when you guys tag me, and I love sharing them on my stories, and it's just really fun to me to see what you guys are making this week. Again, I like to kind of time my pasta to be done when my veggies are coming out of the oven. The veggies only took about 10 to 12 minutes for me. Again, it's depending on your oven, but I like to put them directly into the pasta, and I do reserve a little bit of pasta water just to kind of give the lemon a little bit of push. And I like to salt everything really heavily. If you like to use different seasonings, go ahead. Basic to me is salt and garlic. This would also be really good if you added some roasted garlic to the veggies as they were roasting. I didn't have any on hand, and I didn't feel like going to the store to grab some, but you're just going to squeeze the lemon in there. And then a tip that I actually got from Rachel Ray earlier this week is if you squeeze your lemon into your pasta and then put the lemon into the pot and then put the lid back on for about 5 minutes and kind of let it steam, you're going to get more of the oils from the lemon, and it's going to create more flavor. So make sure you try it out. I think it added more flavor. You can also add a little bit of the lemon rind if you want to, or the lemon peel if you want to zest it in there. I did not do that because I couldn't find my zester. But adding the lemon to the pot and then kind of letting it steam for a few minutes, I think did add a little bit more flavor. This last recipe is meant to be a cold pasta salad, and it's perfect to make ahead if you want to make it for a lunch later in the week. So you're just going to need some pasta, a can of garbanzo beans, some red onion, basil, a couple of tomatoes, a lemon once again, and 2 cucumbers. You're going to wash and chop all your veggies, Cook your pasta, drain and rinse your chickpeas, and then basically throw it all together. Once you squeeze that lemon on the top, you can let this sit in the refrigerator and it will kind of soak that up a little bit and become so delicious. Add a little bit of salt, add any kind of seasonings that you'd like, and like I said, this is something you can make ahead for a lunch prep, or you can have it for dinner if you'd like to make it early in the morning and have it sit in the fridge so it can kind of marinate a little bit. This was so delicious. I already shared this recipe over on my Instagram stories as kind of a sneak peek. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram. Tag me if you make any of my recipes, or come on over and just, share in the community that I've built over on Instagram, and that way you can grab some sneak peek recipes before they hit the YouTubes each week. I want to quickly say thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you really enjoyed it and you were inspired to either create some new pasta dishes this week or recreate some of the ones that you make for you and your family. Let me know over on Instagram if you make any of these meals. I get so excited, like I said, when you guys share with me that you are making the same things as me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!